Tonight on the PAP show, we're unpacking a bill that could change the face of Nigerian politics, the Reserved Seat for Women Bill. So, what exactly is this bill? For decades, women have made up less than 10% of Nigeria's National Assembly, and in many state assemblies, the numbers are even lower. Yet, women make up nearly half of the population of the country. The Reserved Seat for Women Bill is a proposed constitutional amendment aimed at increasing women's representation in the national and state legislatures. The bill seeks to create special seats specifically for women in the Senate and House of Representatives at the national level, with one reserved seat per senatorial district and one per federal constituency, and also in state assemblies. The proposal is a temporary measure to address the current low participation of women in politics and aims to boost their presence for a set period before being reviewed. Is it time to reserve a seat at the table? Literally? Can affirmative action in politics become a tool for fairness, not favoritism? Or is this tokenism to the women folk? Good evening, I am Badiye Gidado, and this is the PAP Show, where we explore the issues that matter to Nigerians, from inclusion and governance to the policies shaping our future. To help me make sense of tonight's topic, I am pleased to welcome Rukayya Ibrahim Esquire. She is the coordinator, Broad Sustainable Women Economic Empowerment and Peace Initiative, and former Commissioner for Women Affairs, Bauchi State. She is one of the strong voices championing the bill through the delicate processes. Barrister Kewa, thank you for joining us in the PAP Show.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
All right. Let's start from the beginning. What is the Reserved Seat for Women Bill?
Thank you. This bill is all about reserving some special seat for women, from the State Assembly to the Federal National Assembly.
Okay.
The participation of women in politics is very, very low over so many years, despite so many attempts to include them in decision making. There have been a lot of discussions, a lot of pushes to bring women to the table when it comes to decision making, right from the home and to the political arena. It has not been achieved. So this bill is another push to try to include women in this political making table, decision making table.
Okay.
So if this bill is passed, there will be more women in our state assemblies, and more women participation in state assembly, in politics generally.
Okay.
Then you'll see more women in the state assembly and the national assembly.
Okay.
So we have more women, as you said, right now in Nigeria, going by the some little research that has been made. So, but they are not being really represented because of the, should I say, they are not really included in the decision making.
Low participation.
Okay. So if you have them on board, I think it will be fair for all the women folk to have a woman who knows where it pinches to the other woman.
Okay. At least our problems will be solved.
Our problems are not always all solved all the time, but at least they'll be addressed.
Some Nigerians argue that democracy should be about merit, not reservation. How do you respond to the view that women should earn their seats like everyone else?
So I think democracy is all about, it's a game of number, not even the merit. Because if you want to go by merit, it's just the number, because you see more meritorious people not being voted for.
Exactly.
Yeah. So democracy is a game of number.
Okay.
So when you have the number, you have the votes.
Yes.
So talking about reserving this seat for women is not undemocratic.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not undemocratic. I know Section 42 of our Constitution provides that nobody should be discriminated on the basis of sex, basis of tribe, religion, and so on. So reserving this seat did not go against the Constitution, and nor will it go against the democratic processes, because democracy is also not only a game of number, but it looks into inclusion. Make sure that everybody have a fair play, is included. People living with some kind of disability are also climbing up with some agitations to be included in the decision making. So are women and others. So passing this bill will just be like a path to realizing the provision of the Constitution. It will also be a path to realizing the true spirit of democracy.
Yes.
Yeah. So once the bill is passed, as you also said, it's a temporary measure. It's just to realize the passing into the spirit of the Constitution, and then the inclusion of women in decision making. Yeah.
The bill is a proposed amendment to the 1999 Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
So is this bill getting the right support from the current National Assembly, or what do you think?
We are doing a lot of advocacy. Like in my NGO, where I'm a coordinator, that's the best way. One of our vision is to amplify the voice of women so that they can develop their own quota in the society. So when we heard about this bill, we jumped at it.
Okay.
And we do a lot of advocacy call. And I also happen to be the Bauchi State coordinator for women awareness on this bill under the APC platform. Yes. And tomorrow we'll be going to Maiduguri. We're having a meeting there to galvanize the women. So it's not the matter of galvanizing women actually, because all this meeting, all these visits is like an advocacy call. Okay. To go to the stakeholders, to talk to our partners in progress. That's the main. We are not really there to compete with them, but we just want to be included.
Yes.
So it has come a long way. There are a lot of men and a lot of lawmakers that are buying into this idea. So I think we are on track, and it just needs some little more push, and then for the bill to be passed. It's a temporary measure. It's not there to compete. Well, of course, it's competition. It's called democracy. We want to compete, and then we can compete. So the only thing we need is the environment. We need an enabling environment to be able to compete with the men. So it's not like we're going against any rule in the country, but by passing that bill, it will enable women, it will give women more enabling environment. The environment will be safer for a woman to come out and contest and maybe compete with the man. There's nothing wrong in competing with men. We are all humans, and then we went to the same school, we do the same things, born by the same parents. Yeah. So competition is healthy where you want to bring out the best in people.
Exactly.
So women competing with men in political seats is not a bad thing, it's a good thing to me. So I think we have more qualified women, we have a lot of qualified women. Some women are even qualified than the men. But because the environment is not favorable for the women, they step back, more especially women from the northern part of the country. Yeah. They need a special environment for them to participate, for them to bring out their best. So by passing this bill, it's like bringing out the best in all the citizens of the country. It's like including everybody. So it's in line with the Constitution. It's in line with all the rules. It's in line with democracy.
Based on your NGO that you talked about now, are there more women willing to be included, or you feel maybe some are not interested?
As I've said, our NGO, because its mission is to amplify their voices, so we'll be having a little meeting with women. We've been trying to at least bring them up to realize their potentials. So you see a lot of women are willing. They are willing. We are not all into political position, but in all the quarters, not only politics.
Okay, so there's a good turnout.
Yes, there is. There is. Women are willing to come out. Women are willing to contribute their quota, but they keep staying back because the environment is not favorable to them.
Okay. So that's based on our culture in the North.
Yes. So maybe this bill will, once we said, okay, you're not there to compete with maybe your uncle or maybe your father. This bill, this seat is just for women alone. You'll see the women coming out.
So they'll be lagging behind.
They are lagging behind because of the culture and other things. Though we are progressing, but then we need environment. So this bill is just like is a temporary thing until again we mainstream the gender into our activities that will bring about inclusion of everybody. Everybody, because mainstreaming gender is very important. It can never be emphasized. So once it is mainstreamed into our activities, you see that all the talks about 35% affirmative action, 15% in police recruitment, 5 seats reserved for women. It will take care of it. Okay. But before we reach there, before we get there,
it will take time.
Let's have the bill.
So are you comfortable the bill will be passed before 2027 elections?
We are trying to see to that. Okay. It's something that I cannot predict.
All right.
But we are still pushing.
Okay.
We are still pushing. I think if what we are hearing from the other men, that's our partners in progress, because one can do it without the other. The women cannot do it without the men, and so the men cannot do it without the women.
Vice versa.
Well, yeah, when it comes to voting, you see more women voting than men.
Yeah. So
I call the men our partners in progress. So if what we'll be hearing from a lot of them is true, I think that bill will pass before the 2027 election.
All right. So the bill faces significant hurdles, including the needing approval from at least 24 state assemblies to pass. So is this campaign currently mobilizing the necessary support at the state level?
Yes, that's what we are doing.
Okay.
From the federal all to the local government.
All right.
So zones, states, local government, we won't stop. That's what we're doing now. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So the bill proposes to add 1 special seat for women per senatorial district and 1 per federal constituency. So this would add 37 seats to the Senate and 37 seats to the House of Representatives.
A fair representation.
Yeah. So should we not be reducing the number of government instead of increasing it? What do you think?
No, I don't think we should be reducing it at this time. As we are reserving some seats now. So if we reduce the number of government and reserving some more seats, I don't see us getting to where we'll be going to. It's like a baby step. Let's just increase it. Let's have the more seats for the women, then and see how it fares.
Okay, at least if we don't have the 37, we can have maybe at least 30 to maybe
and let's see how
at least not up to 37.
From the results we'll be having after the bill, that will determine what will be
what the outcome would be. All right. So the seats are intended as a temporary measure lasting for 4 election cycles, which is the 16 years. So after which they would be reviewed or removed. Can you explain this provision more to our audience?
As we just said now, that after the bill is successfully passed and we have more women in the decision-making table, then after those years, during the review, then we'll see how it fared. So once there's a room for review, which means there's a room, it's flexible. So we'll see how it fares. And let me tell you, it will do well.
Okay.
So instead of maybe removing it, I think maybe we'll find in the review, who knows, it may be reviewed upward. So it all depends on how we start it.
Okay.
Then that will determine what will be. But then a review at any stage or on anything is a good thing.
Okay. Remember to subscribe, like, and share our YouTube channel at PapShowNG and follow the conversation on social media via #PapShow. We'll be right back after this short break.
Take a seat on the Political Advantage platform for real conversations about Nigeria by Nigerians. Follow our live stream across these channels and learn how it all affects you. Every Sunday, you have a chance to stay ahead by staying engaged and informed. Tune in to the Political Advantage platform to share in real conversations that matter to you.
Have you ever heard of the Hausa version of the Pop Show, which is Pop Hausa? If you haven't, just head over to YouTube and search for the YouTube channel, which is at Pop Hausa, and search for us across social media, and the handles are at Pop Hausa. And don't forget to share with everyone you can after subscribing and liking.
Welcome back. On seat we have Rukayya Ibrahim Kewa. Now on the case for inclusion. Let's talk about the why. What gap does this bill seek to fill?
The gap, just as you said, the inclusion. Women are not literally included in decision making in Nigeria.
Okay, so it's just tokenism.
To include, yes, women. They represent a very strong segment of the country. So we want women to be included, because once they are included, the development, I think, will be faster than it is now. We understand ourselves better than the men understand us. They are part of us, yes. But then women understand herself better than understand the other woman better than a man. Women understand how the children. Women, it's not a lot of things that men cannot really get it at first time. So they need to be included. The bill is meant to fill that gap, inclusion.
So what a man can do, a woman can do better. Do you believe in that?
What a man can do, a woman can also do. In some cases, she can do better. There are cases that a man can do better. So, example, now you're in a class, sometimes the girl come first position, which means she can do better than the boy.
And so also in a political system.
Yeah, it has been there right from. If you go back to history, we have been having women rulers, and they are doing well. They have done well. I mean, they've done well. So it's not something that women cannot do. But as I said, they need to be included because of some peculiar. Every woman or every society has its own peculiarities. So if you take care of that, the peculiarities of a certain part of the society, by taking to take, at least you include their women. By taking care of that peculiarities, you get to include their women in it.
You know what they're peculiar or what they're so learned about, so that they will include it in the system.
What I mean by their peculiarities there is the culture.
Okay.
Is the culture.
All right.
So if you know that in the northern part of the country, there are some particular women that belongs to a particular religion like Islam, when she's a mother or she's a wife, and then because she may not be, it won't be comfortable for her to go out for a meeting by midnight, which means midnight meeting should be cancelled.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that to enable her to attend and contribute. But when you said that there will be no particular time for anything, you can go, you can be waiting for a meeting to start for 5 hours. The meeting can even start by midnight. She doesn't have to go home. The man will be there. He can attend to the meeting because he has a woman at home that will do other things. Now, this is the woman, and she's out to contribute, and the meeting will start by 12 a.m. And then she won't be in two places at the same time. And you want her contribution, you want to include her in decision making, then make that minutes at that time that she can participate. That's just one example.
Okay.
One example. Now, okay. Let me also talk about prayers. That's the five daily prayers. The men can just get a corner. They will just pray. Some men with some bad habit can just get by one wall, urinate and continue. But the woman won't do that. The woman needs a very, very conducive environment to perform.
Exactly, yes.
So when you provide her with all those things, she will come out and do it.
She'll do excellently.
She will do excellently. She has the brain. No, there's no way that they said the woman have brain than the man. It just depending on the understanding and then the environment. So we want to include. Why should we leave a very big segment behind? Not bringing out the potential that segment has. I think it's not good for any society, politically and otherwise.
Okay. Nigeria signed on the several gender inclusion commitments, from the Beijing Platform for Action to the African Union Gender Policy. Yet, progress remains slow. So why has the representation been so difficult to achieve despite these commitments?
Implementation.
Sorry.
Signing into lots of commitments like all these ones that you just call, and implementing it is another thing. Ratifying it is one thing, implementation is another. We are good at signing into all those commitments, but we are not very good at implementation. We are not good at implementation. So when we come with a program, or you sign into a particular treaty and then it did not work, you try to be looking at what else do we do. Then tomorrow you come up with another one. You're all doing that because you are not really getting what you want. So implementation is key. There are so many reasons why we couldn't implement it, because as I said, gender has not been mainstreaming into our policies and other things. So implementation becomes very, very difficult. So this bill now, as a temporary bill, now is like forcing an implementation. So as I said, it's just trying to force the provision of the Constitution, trying to force all this signing of bills that we've done before. So this bill is trying to kind of force and forcing implementation of all those ones. So once we just have it, as I said, we'll see in about 4, 8 years or 16 years how it fares. Then of course there will be reviews. But implementation has always been the problem, and this bill, I'm sure, will try to force us into implementing all those things that we've been signing.
All right. So do you think cultural and religious perceptions about women in leadership are still major barriers, especially in northern Nigeria?
It depends on how we understand it, because even yesterday I was listening to audio clip of one of our malams in Nigeria. He said somebody asked him, I think it should be Dara, somebody asked him, is it forbidden for a woman to lead, or is it not allowed in Islam for a woman to come and lead? He said those are kind of questions that he just don't answer yes or no, because it depends on who and where and when. And in the circumstances that questions have been asked. So he also gave an example why that hadith that the woman was talking about is like a security to one circumstances. So it may not be the same, but because women have been fearing in a lot of things, nobody said that it is haram. That is forbidden for women Islamically to come and lead. So it cannot be pinpointed. So, but there are a lot of things that did not go with the religion. That's what we are trying to include. That make it the environment proper for her to practice her religion, and then bring out her best to help the society.
Exactly, because when a woman helps the society, I think the society, goes so well that if she has the good intentions, she has the good intentions and how to, because she is the head of the family, though the man is the head of the family, but when she is good, she carries the family along. I think everybody becomes, let's say, positive.
Exactly. And you see in the northern part of the country, religion goes with culture most of the time.
Yes.
Because our religion is our culture.
Exactly, yes.
So, and we need to, our Malams have to do a lot of work to enlighten the other men that they don't think women should come out to contribute into society. So we need a long way to go. They are trying, because I've been listening to a lot of audio clips about that from the Malams. So they're trying. I think we should listen and then rethink Sometimes what we think is religion is not even religion. So, but they are trying, and we listen to them, and I think they are coming to help us in this matter will ease the way for women in the northern part of the country.
Okay, so what about the fear and lack of confidence that the women have, especially when it comes to politics? Our northern women.
Lack of confidence is not something that's peculiar to women alone. There are even some men that do not have the confidence. They may have something to say, but then they lack the confidence. Those kind of men, you hardly see them in politics because they shy away from public gatherings and public events or talk. Okay. But we do have women that do have the confidence that
they are bold enough.
Yeah, they are very bold. They like it. So the lack of confidence also comes when should I say, when you don't have the capabilities. If you don't have the capabilities, like to lead, and then you've been given leadership somehow, of course you like that confidence to come and stand before people and address them. So confidence is something that comes with ability.
Yes.
So if you have the ability to do something, you have the confidence to do it. So the other aspect that we're talking about is like the environment. If the environment is conducive for her, you will see the confidence there. As long as she has the ability, you will see the confidence. But if the environment is not conducive, even if she has the ability,
she wouldn't come out.
She wouldn't come out. And that's not because she doesn't have that confidence. Maybe she doesn't have the confidence in the man. She doesn't feel secure or something alike. So once ability comes, confidence comes with ability, and then coming out from our women, even in the southern part of the country, has to do with the conducive environment. Has to be with secure environment. Woman wants to feel secured. Once she's secured, you see the potentials out.
The way you're saying she has the confidence, sometimes they have the confidence, but based on their maybe educational background, I think some feel they cannot contribute at all, because if they come out without, let's say maybe they come out talking, they'll be laughed at.
Look at it even from the side of the men.
Okay.
So men will come out, they will say it, they have the confidence, they will say it. Anyhow, they just want to communicate. People will laugh, but still they do it.
They understand.
Yes.
So the woman, I think
so you
the
can't
woman...
prevent people from laughing.
Yeah, but the woman, I think the woman she will lag behind, and she will feel if she comes out to say it that way, she doesn't have the self-esteem to talk back again. So she wouldn't want to.
That is an individual thing, as I keep saying. It is an individual thing.
Okay.
We now have to look at it like the qualification to become even the president of Nigeria doesn't mean a degree certificate to become a president. Talk little of other positions. So there are a lot of women that they have the confidence and they have the ability in their own level. So what I try to understand from what you're saying, Tisana, maybe because maybe she cannot come out to speak English the way her other counterpart from other states
of the country,
will speak. Doesn't really matter. What she's representing her people. Maybe her people doesn't understand much English. What she needs to do is just to represent her people, get it right for them. So we have people in the National Assembly that cannot speak very good English. They are representing their people very well, and they are talking. And doing well. It doesn't matter if people laugh. Whatever you do, people laugh. Remember that this English is not our mother tongue.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, it's not our mother tongue, and it is only here that we so much care about speaking the
perfect
language.
English.
Yes. Like the white man doesn't expect you to speak it perfectly because it's not your language.
Yes.
And he doesn't care. He see a lot of people, they don't even care speaking English. They speak in their own language, and then somebody will translate.
Yeah.
So they don't even need the language.
They even love our own language the way we do da 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 da. You know, so
that's really, I think as the language shouldn't be an issue, since having a degree is not prerequisite to becoming the president of Nigeria. So knowing how to speak a very good English shouldn't be an issue. Just do what you're supposed to do it right, represent your people right, and that is all. So you cannot control people from laughing. Whoever is speaking, somebody will laugh.
So your NGO is encouraging to build confidence into the women?
Yes, build them up, let them speak, contribute. You can do it. Yeah, we've been trying to do that. Like last year we were at Jiwa Chiefdom.
Okay.
So to encourage the girls. So we went with women that have made it in life, women that have faced a lot of obstacles, but then rose up to whatever they are.
Top.
Yeah. So at least to talk to these girls, and they were so encouraged and they were happy. And then there was a clip documentary about a girl that really has a lot of ambition, and
she really wants to come out after her.
Yes, that kind of talks encourage the girls. Those are our women for tomorrow.
Exactly.
This year also we had another one. Our guest speaker, she went with her mom to show them example that just the woman needs the support. We need to support our children, and then the children needs to come out. So to build that confidence, as I said. So it is not a matter of people, okay, let them laugh, but you know what you are doing, that is all.
At least you've expressed yourself.
Yeah, so we shouldn't be shy away from we shouldn't be shy then because somebody is laughing. Let him laugh.
Critics worry that even if the bill passes, political parties might still manipulate the nomination process.
Yeah, even if the bill is not passed, we still have that kind of problem.
All the time.
All the time. So it's not a problem only that is peculiar to having women on board.
On board.
Maybe from political parties, maybe I'll call on the political party leaders now. If we really want to see our women contributing the way they should, and we really want to see a good representation of women, we should try, because every party also has our own constitution. At least, as I said, if you're doing anything that will strengthen or bring about the execution of the true spirit of the constitution, it's not unconstitutional. We have the parties saying that doing some zoning. This time we'll have the north, the southwest, the southeast zoning their presidency, that and nobody say it's unconstitutional or it's undemocratic. So I think parties, the party leaders can come up with a strategy or ways to see that the right women are being the ones representing the women, like from the primaries, because of course, as democracy is not just selection by picking who is who gets it, who deserves it. So let's have a strategy in place that will make sure that the right women are the ones being elected.
All right. So how can we make sure reserved seats don't become political tokens handed to the well-connected and block women that will champion reform and make a difference?
And that's where the strategies come in. We should, if we want to do something, we should be serious about it. We should be serious about it.
So we women are very unserious regarding
No, I mean, all women,
or...
it is not only the woman that's making business. So we have our partners in progress, that's the main. So it's the whole system. We want these women to come and contribute to their quota. So what do? We should make sure that we put a good strategy in place that will see that the right woman is elected to do the right job. So you cannot, we are humans. You cannot just say that, okay, you are very sure that Mr. A, being a very influential person, will not influence the selection or the election of his daughter, or his niece, or the daughter of his friend. They will try to do that.
Yes.
But I think the women and the system should be very serious this time around if we get this bill passed, to see that the right woman got the right thing. It's not just a one-sided thing. We should show a lot of commitment. So, like this is not the proper place now to say that, okay, this is what we're going to do to make sure that it is the right woman. No, it will take a lot of work from all stakeholders to see that we put that strategy in place that will enable the right woman to come out and be elected.
So many young women watching this show today, are politically aware but still feel powerless to contest or engage, what message do you have for them?
I would say just come out, express yourself. People will laugh and they will see reason in what you're doing.
People will reason.
Yes, people will see reason. Just know what you are doing. Have that ability before you come out. Then come out. And now, supposing I see somebody like now, I will say, okay, but you fit into social position. Then what will you do? Let me encourage you. Then we galvanize some women to encourage. So let's try to do that to ourselves. If you are serious about this bill, let's identify a person that can really do it, and then galvanize around her, and then support her, lift her up to go to that right position.
Yes. I saw lots of women now coming on social media, bringing themselves out, expressing themselves out. So is it through those kind of women that you gauge the level of,
That inclusive. Once you're in the system, you are meeting a lot of women, right? From
some post reasonable things.
Yeah.
Others don't.
Of course, yes.
So,
it is common with everything.
So you can see the level of where a woman can reach through those posts.
Yes, of course you can see. Because okay, now if a woman now come out to say that I want to buy for social position, of course from what you've been seeing from her, you will know her antecedents. That's why I said let us identify.
Yes.
Let us identify the proper person for the proper job. Then we'll galvanize. That's just talking to the women and talking to the girls. If we really want it right, you should be very, very deliberate about it. Let us identify the person that can really do it. Nobody just dropped from nowhere. Of course, she will have a lot of things that she has been doing before and that she's doing now. So let's just look at it, identify the right person, and then let's all rally around her and then encourage her to do it.
Okay. So with more women, we can make Nigeria a better place.
Sure. A really better place.
Right.
With more women sitting at the decision-making table, will make Nigeria a better place.
Right. You've been at the forefront of the reserved seat for Women Bill campaign. So what keeps you going despite the setbacks?
We think we can do it. We believe we can do it, and we hope we'll get the bill. So we've started. We shouldn't go back. If you are serious about it and we believe in what you are doing, I think the sky is our limit. We just continue.
No going back.
Yeah, no going back. We will get it. So Bishop is trying her best to see that she encourages women to vocalize their voices out. And I have said I also double as the coordinator of what is said on this bill under the APC platform. So that's encouragement that women are taking it, women are believing in it, women accepted it, and then as I said, we have a lot of men that are believing it too. And if they are true to their words, I can't see this bill not being passing, and that's an encouragement, saying also not only the women, that the men are also behind you to do it. So just also calling with a very loud voice to the stakeholders and our leaders, from the party chairman to the very bottom, to help women in this year. Because there are a lot of things, even after having the bill, there are a lot of things that we will be asking the party chairman to do to ease the way. It's not just the passing of the bill. We also want, there are some other things that he needs to put in place to ease the way for women to participate. So we're also calling also on them to also look at those things. Like you see, women are not financially strong like the men. Yes. We don't have that financial muscles. Yes. So there are so many things that the chairmanship, the leadership of the party, can do to ease it for women to be able to do it. Because if they just leave it on their own, okay, you want the bill, you get the bill, let's see. That wouldn't just solve the problem. They also need to come and make sure that the bill works.
Okay. So Barrister Rukayya Ibrahim Kewa, thank you for being with us, and thank you for your insights.
Thank you.
We
Ruqayya.
appreciate your presence.
Thank you so much.
All right. The push for women's reserved seat is not about privilege. It's about progress. It's about building a system where talent, leadership, and voice are not limited by gender, but enabled by women of virtue. According to our guest, until we have a parliament that looks like the people it represents, our democracy will remain incomplete. Thank you for watching the PAP Show. Remember to like and share. I am Badia Gidado. See you next week.